Hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog on Revin Auto 717. And this week, it's actually on Saturday, going to potentially look at a truck. Been messaging the guy for about a week now. It is a 2004 Chevy or GMC Duramax dually. It's a crew cab, long bed obviously. It's white, has 250,000 miles on it. And has a bigger turbo on it, fully built trans, and little other odds and ends things on it. It's leveled, has an exhaust and all that good stuff on it. Programmer, EFI Live, with 5 tunes on it. So the guy wants to trade for this truck, which I kind of told him that wouldn't do it unless he throws some cash on his end. So right now we are currently driving over to Lancaster to meet up. We're going to meet up at Brownstown area at the Sheets. We're going to go do that, and I'll touch base with you after everything's done and see what I think of the truck. He sent me a bunch of pictures, which I'll show right now. And we'll just kind of go from there. I'm not too fond of the wheels and tires that are on it. He said the rears are pretty much shot, so it's going to need tires on it all the way around. So that's 6 of them, and then the rims themselves are hideous, I think. And of course, I got my little guy behind me, and he's making a ton of noise. So we're going to keep on driving here, probably about 20 minutes away. And probably the next video, I'm just going to show you, or I'm going to tell you kind of how everything went, and we'll just kind of go from there and see how everything goes. So wish me luck. Hey guys, so on my way back home, so I don't know really what to think about the truck. Like I said before, it was an 04 Duramax crew cab. It has the S466 turbo, 30 over injectors, intake, full intercooler and all that piping and all that crap. Built trans, EFI Live 5-stage tune on it. Really in rough shape, I'll be honest with you. The tires are going to need to be redone. They're all shot, so it's going to need 6 tires on it. Rims are far to be desired. They're really freaking ugly, and they're really pitted up. They would definitely need a lot of work to clean them up. So and I kind of told the guy, I was like, could you throw any cash on top on my end? And he basically said no. So I'm kind of thinking, just kind of gonna tell him no. Told him I'd get back to him. I wanted to think about it. So it had 264,000 miles on it, so it was up there on the mileage, and but everything seemed to be pretty good. It did have some excess blow-by on it, so that was a little bit of concerning. I know everything has a little bit of blow-by, but that thing had quite a bit of it. So it didn't have a boost gauge or EGT gauge or anything like that. So that does give me a little bit of a concern, as he didn't really give 2 craps about boost and if he overheated his turbo or anything like that. So still trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, but just gonna kind of run it with like that. As far as the truck, it just made a good 2-hour round trip, no problems. Actually just stopped at the muffler shop and got a 3-inch to 3.5-inch pipe. That was the only thing I was missing. So I have it kind of hobbled together right now. I'm going to go home and let the thing cool off and work on some things around the house. And then later on, we were actually going to the Buck Motorsports Park. It is diesel days, so I'm going to probably bring my camera along for that, and we're going to take some shots of that. So stay tuned for that. So right now I'm just going to go home and then probably let the thing cool down, get some lunch, throw that together, show you exactly what it looks like under there. It did heat up a little bit, so I kind of show you what it looks like driving. I put now probably 500 miles on the exhaust system this past 2 weeks. So let's see what it looks like underneath there. So I'll get the creeper out when I get home and show you that, and then we're gonna let it cool down and throw on that the correct piping, and then we will head over to the Buck and stay tuned for all that. It should be a good time. So let's get going. So currently underneath my truck, just wanted to show you everything. If you can see here, the headers did get a little oxidized a little bit, and here you can see there's a little bit of surface rust, but everything's still running really well. You can see the 90s in there working perfectly. So but here we're gonna go back, and then there's the other 90. We're actually gonna go back a little bit more, and then here is the piece that I had to get made. It's a 3-inch that'll slip over the 3, and then a 3.5 inch that slips over, and you can actually see there's a 3.5 inch there, and then here's the 3. So I got that pipe made, and then kind of just goes back to the Jones muffler, which I'm gonna get a new muffler for this. It's just way too freaking loud, so I'm probably gonna get a muffler and then put it in like right in there, so just to help quiet it down some. So right now I just kind of got everything buttoned up, so it'll at least not be leaking anymore, the exhaust wise, but it sounds really good. We're going to be getting ready here to go to the Buck, so okay, I'm going to get everything. See that the truck, the long tube headers, they are on the cheaper side with the stainless, but for, I think I paid $300 for them. It works well. All you're going to need for, if you're going to install it onto a 2500, you need a 3-inch to 3.5 inch adapter, and you're going to need some 90s. I think that's going to say for the 1500s, 25s, as 100s as well. You're going to need 90 degree bungs, so you can get around the 4-wheel drive. If you don't have 4-wheel drive, I would assume that you do not need that at all. You can just run it regular. So right now I'm still looking at doing the MIL eliminator, so it'll basically fool the computer into thinking that the rear O2 sensors are still there. Still need to do a little bit of more research on that, so hopefully in the next week or two I'll be able to figure something out with that, and then just get that all buttoned up, and then the check engine light will go off. So but everything else is running really good. Right now I think I'm getting about 14.5 miles per gallon, where I was getting around 10 beforehand, so this definitely is improving. You just kind of got to keep out of it. Sounds pretty good. It's just really loud. So I think I'm going to end it here. The next video is probably going to be at the Buck, watching some pools, so let's go to it. Black smoke come out from those exhaust smoke come out of the hood. When you really see the black smoke, you see about 30 feet in the air. Watch the hood. And then we'll go down and watch, walk around. Kind of a family atmosphere here with Ingo and the bull. Big truck.
If they jump the line once, we will take them back. If you take the competitor, jump the line before. If you go out before the light for the second time, that competitor is disqualified. Maryland versus Pennsylvania, 7 versus 4. We're back here. Move the line from six. You'll wait for the one tire. The green light.
I think he towed that one.
Here's the lady driver. They didn't run first timer as well. Chris Heiser out of Bel Air, Maryland. He gets beat by a girl. He's already jumped the line. He's going to get beat by her this time. Get a good start. Got the lady driver on the right line. How the heck the lady can beat him? From Mount Brook, Pennsylvania, also the 90 Dodge. You guys can go get the French fries a while while these guys start racing.
Say okay.
Ford versus GMC. Another first finish into the Ford. Yes, the Ford will hit. Wow. They're doing double take with two white trucks like that. Man, that's close. I don't think that laser does not know how close it is. There's no display up here for us to see any time.
Want to go back? Hey, step through.
Don't say what?
Remember the blades on the left? There's 5 Chevrolet, 01 Chevrolet out of Willow Street, David.
Yeah, she did. Big old football.
Wow, Maryland blades make it look easy there.
Is it that Chevy you talking about?
Carl took that book from me.
Why?
The book that I said I took from you.
Why?
Because he wants to read it now. Every time I get a book, he takes it. He's like, I read the first chapter. I said, did you read the first, 2 pages? Really interesting.
Congratulations, I have a feeling this may be
It's going to be a good
the
race.
fastest race we've seen so far tonight. And the winner is Red Blaze. Trips the lights first. It looks like, from my vantage point, I have a bad one. It looks like Dennis had a bumper on him, but no, Roman Blades trips the lights, and he will be moving on to the final. Semi-final action. Who's going to go and take on Roman Blades? Tyler Donald Ford was able to come back. It's almost like Eric McMichael just had lost an hour about the 150 foot mark. Tyler was able to stay on it. Tell you what, that's a great job that he did not give. That is going to be Tyler Donald and Ford. Pretty good even matchup right here. This is for the final. This is for the big check. This is for the big trophy. This is for, most importantly, the bragging rights, which cannot be taken away.
$5.
The fastest diesel pickup truck at the Buck. We have not done this year. This is the first time, but the previous one got rained out. If it's a good race, is it a good one? Back it up to the Oh, I thought it was settled. Well, like I said before, these guys know you guys know that you have to be sharp on the line. If we've ever had a final when somebody was qualified.
He doesn't want to hit anything.
Boy, you see that? That guy in the Ford has racing seats in it and everything. It has racing seats, yeah.
We have to wait for it. Okay, the lights reset. Okay, here we go again. How many man think it's going to be the Chevrolet? How many man think it's going to be the Ford?
Hey guys, it is the following morning, just getting ready for church. Got in really late last night, got in around 1:30. So now we're just getting ready, just gonna go in and have a fun day, just kind of relax with the family. So I think I'm gonna end it here for this week's vlog. So stay tuned for next weeks to come, and have a good one, guys. Bye.